Hey guys, so I just recorded an entire 15-minute video just for me to have to delete it because somewhere along the lines I moved and then my face just like got cropped like to here the whole time that I was talking. So anyway, welcome to this week's video. Sucks that I'm starting over, but anyway. So this week's video is my 25th week pregnancy vlog, and I'm also showing you guys some headbands, a blanket, and I'm also going to be sharing my daughter's name that I've officially picked out, which it was picked out before, but I don't think I mentioned it because I wasn't like that sure. I was sure, but not that sure. And you know that sure means a lot. So let's get started. This is the first thing that I wanted to show you guys. She has so much stuff, but I never got her a blanket yet. So I finally got her a little blanket, and surprisingly, I mean, I think it's pretty big for a baby, and surprisingly it was only $5 at Walmart, so you know, that $5 go a long way. So I went ahead and got that. And I was just going to show you some bows that I got her. I got her these a while ago. I got her them before I even knew that I was having a girl, which was kind of stupid, but I didn't care. And it worked out fine. See how that works? The first one is this cheetah one. And I love it. I loved cheetah all my life. And I think that it'll be really cute with pretty much anything, as long as it's like a solid colored outfit. This one is just adorable. I think it's precious. It's a little bit dressy. I don't think I would wear it. I can't wear it. I don't think I would put it on her like every day. I think it'd have to be like a Christmas thing. But what am I talking about? Like all my other ones are pretty much over the top, including this one. This is just like to die for. I also got this one. These came in a 3-pack, but the third bow that's similar to these I did end up giving to my friend that I was working with because he was having a little girl, and then this is the last one. I do plan on getting more. I also got her some socks, but I'm not going to show you them just because they're just socks, but they're really cute. I mean, everything's always super cute when you get it for your baby. So that's that. Basically, the symptoms this week are just cravings, I guess. I haven't really had symptoms my whole pregnancy. Like, I would get nauseous, and like in the very beginning I threw up, but other than that, it's been like a pretty smooth pregnancy. Other than that, I mean, I want my back rubbed, which I don't get, but you know. I do get very hungry now, and I mean, I was always a very hungry person. Like, it didn't really matter. I felt like I was always hungry, but I never really did anything about it because I guess I didn't really take it that serious. But now I take it very serious. Like, I get so hungry, and what I'm craving this week are pancakes. I think about them a lot, and yeah. So I haven't really been having that many symptoms. I don't ever really get that many symptoms, like, and I'm sure that'll come, but as you can tell, I'm out of breath, which I guess that is a symptom. I'm not sure how long it's lasted, but it does seem like I've had, like, I can't breathe that well, even though she's not that big. But it happens. And also, 2 people asked me some questions for this week's video. The first one is what is your outlook on young moms, and then how does it feel to be a single mom? Which I believe saying in the other video that I was trying to work things out with him, so I don't necessarily know how it is to be a single mom. but I know how it is to be a single pregnant woman, and it's not easy. Like I said before, I really want my back rubbed, and it's just like, too bad. Just doesn't matter. And I mean, I guess I can really answer that because I know how it's gonna be, even though I don't really know. I mean, if me and him don't work things out, I kind of have an idea of what's gonna go on, just because I live with my sister who has a baby and who is married, and I know that she gets a lot of help, like whenever she needs it. He tries, like, even the littlest things. So I noticed that, like, if I don't have that, it's gonna be constant. I mean, it already is constant, even if you do have someone. So I guess how I would feel, I think I would feel like shit. But that doesn't mean that I won't be able to do it, and that doesn't mean that women don't do it. I think that everybody has a different situation, and as long as you're doing the best that you can as a mom, then, you know, the rest doesn't matter. My outlook on young moms is pretty much the same thing. Do your best. I think that, you know, it would be a lot easier to answer that if I knew what people were going through as single moms, like if they were feeling upset. But it's kind of just a broad question. In general, I think, you know, my point of view on young motherhood is, I don't judge. It can happen to anyone, and if I'm honest, I used to judge when I was like 16, 17, thinking like, you know, I got it going on, partying and all that stuff, and you don't think it's going to happen to you, because hundreds of times you may have counted where you could have, not to sound a little frisky there, but, you know, you could have gotten pregnant here and there, and it just never happened to you, and you think that the pull-out method was working for you, and it was working for you for a long time. It can happen to anyone. So we'll just put that out there, that I don't think anybody should be judged as a young mom. And I feel like even if you are young, at the end of the day, you still have instincts, and those instincts are insane, and they will drive you to be the best you can be for your baby. And no one will know your kid like you do. I mean, even now, no one knows Ashlyn. Oh, I just told you her name. Even now, yes, her name is Ashlyn. Even now, no one knows her like I know her, and no one loves her like I love her. So I think that, you know, obviously if you're not a piece of trash and you're doing things differently and you're growing up from it, then you'll be okay. And as far as education goes and things like that, you can totally do it. You can finish. I mean, you gotta have the motivation for it. Some people have motivation, but sometimes it takes a long time, like me. It takes a long time for me to wrap my head around big things. And I know that I need to do it, and I know that I will do it, like as far as like going to school for nursing and all that. But I'm the type of person that really likes to take baby steps, because overwhelming myself is not a good idea. And I'm sure that's how it is for most young mothers. And even if you're in your 30s, you know, I think that you should always remember that, you know, taking things slow is key. Going at your own pace, per se, maybe not be the greatest thing, but if you have to, you know, give yourself a break and just get yourself organized, then that's what you can do. And as a young mom, and as a mom in general, you know, that's what you gotta start to learn, is to be organized and, you know, mentally stable. So piling a lot of stuff on your shoulders isn't gonna help you. I think if you just write a list of what's most important to you, like for me, getting a car is most important to me right now, and not really finishing my education at this very second. That's not the first thing on my list. Getting a vehicle so that I can get to place, my appointments and things like that. That's really important. And I should have had it a while ago, but like I said, it wasn't important to me. Certain things weren't that important until, you know, I'm pregnant with her. So That's why I was saying, as a mom, you do develop a certain instinct to get things done. Like, I'm driven, way more driven than I was before. So, with all that being said, I think my outlook on it is, it's kind of hard to explain with that choice of words, I guess, outlook. You know, we'll just say that's my point of view on it. Those are some tips and stuff that I have for anybody that is going through it right now. And if anybody is pregnant that you're watching right now, you should comment how many weeks you are, because I'd love to know who's maybe like same as me. I'm 25 weeks. So yeah, those were really the only 2 questions. I'm sure people want to know what's going on with the fact that I'm single. It's not really the same scenario, I guess, that you would hear, like he just walked out on you and things like that. I mean, it's a little bit more detailed than that. And I would never put the blame on me, and I would never put the blame on him. So I guess, like, that's how we can put it right now. But we are still working on things, like I mentioned in the last video. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but at the end of the day, he's still the only person I talk to, and I'm pretty sure it's the same for me and him. Not talking to anybody else. So yeah, so the next, like I said, I have mentioned that I was trying to get a car, so that is an update. I guess I can say I've been trying to get a vehicle, and I got pre-approved for a loan. There's like a million steps that you have to take. There's a million guidelines. I mean, I'm sure getting a car is complicated as it is. That's another thing with young moms and young people in general. You might not have credit built up, and you might have bad credit. So being pregnant, like, all you want to do is get stuff done, and when things like credit get in your way, you're just like, why? Anyway. But yeah, once I get all that squared the fuck away and get a car, then hopefully by next week I can show you a car, or at least tell you I'm getting one. But as of right now, the search is just real. So that's really the only other thing that's going on. The only other thing that I want to say is follow me on Instagram, which I'll link that below. It's MommyXO1, the number 1, because MommyXO was taken, and I'm like, no, that's not cool. How are people supposed to find me when this is like 2 different names? Like, gross. Also add me on Facebook. I'm sure I have some room for new people. I don't know if it's gonna zoom in, but it says Alyssa Grace Regan, which I will also put down below in the you know what. So yeah, follow me on everything else, and if you would, let me know how many weeks you are, and if there's anything you're going through that maybe we can relate on, then I'll mention it in my next video. And you can also post anonymously, so, you know, ask me questions through Facebook or something like that, and then I'll just go ahead and show you my bump shot. So thanks for watching, and come back next time.